In today's Gospel, Jesus talks about the kingdom of God. He talks about how it spreads and grows slowly and that it doesn't happen overnight. Jesus also compares the kingdom of God to the mustard seed, that when the seed is planted and grows, we don't really notice how fast it grows and that it turns into something quite large. But when we talk about the kingdom of God, what is it that we're really talking about? Throughout the four Gospels, Jesus emphasizes the kingdom of God many times. The kingdom of God is never far from us. It is here with us on earth and influences us in everything we do. When people have a relationship with God and they try not to sin, then for sure the kingdom of God flourishes and grows. But if we resist God, and if we let the kingdom of God stall because of our sin, then we become disconnected from Him. If you remember my homily last week, I talked about the importance of attending Mass and taking Holy Communion. Communion is where we meet the body and blood of Christ. And the more we do that, the more holy we become, just like Jesus. It doesn't mean that we'll become holy overnight, obviously, but the more we go to church, the more we partake communion, we slowly transform. And possibly even in 4 or 5 years, we can see that we've grown much more holy and that we've improved our relationship with God. Conversely, if we miss church, if we miss communion, and we do this on a regular basis, we might not notice that we become that disconnected from God. And that's very dangerous, because then we start developing a habit where we don't think it's important to go to church. We don't think it's important to go to communion. And then we end up becoming very disconnected from God. And that's why the Catholic Church, in all of its wise teachings, says we really need to go to Mass on Sunday. I hope my homily today helps you think about the importance and the commitment of going to church every Sunday, and the importance and commitment of that relationship with Jesus, and of meeting Jesus in Holy Communion, and that we need to help God's kingdom flourish. Thank you, and God bless.